Is it more difficult to play real people than fictional characters?
It's not more difficult or easier to play either, really. You still ask the same questions. It's considering who that person is before the story begins. But there's obviously a responsibility to delivering a story that people think they know, or that people do know because they're related to that person, living or dead, if it's a historical or actual figure, real person, as you put it. But I think for a lot of people, some iconic fictional characters, I played Sherlock is obviously the first one that springs to mind, are as equally owned by people, equally known.
How did you become aware of that?
Very much found that out when we announced that we were doing a modern, updated version of it. It met with a lot of folded arms and cynicism. Well, I hope some of that was disproved over the run of the series, but I can understand it. But I knew from the audition, I knew from the script that I'd been given, the amount of the script even then, that it was going to be something very special. So I felt confident with the team that it wouldn't be hanging me out to dry, but I was very wary of the loyalties that people have to those extraordinary novels and the previous adaptations, and who their Sherlock is, whether it's Jeremy Brett or Basil Rathbone, etc.
Do you know how many people had played Sherlock before you?
I think I was something like the 76th person to play that part, so there's a little bit of pressure.
Do you have a favourite role?
No, that's my shortest answer, because, I don't really do favourites. My tastes change quite a lot, but in specific relation to roles, they're all so different.
But there must be some characters that appeal to you more than others.
There's always a certain time or moment where you fall in love with your character to a greater or lesser degree. I think there are moments where I felt something incredibly powerful that's not really about the acting, but just about a deep connection or empathy to a character. Often those who have suffered the most actually just feeling a sense of just deep sadness and connecting to that as a witness to it. But often that's unhelpful when you're playing that moment. It happened during a scene where I was playing Alan Turing, and he's been chemically castrated, and they call cut. Like I was crying in the scene as him, and I just couldn't stop because I was thinking about him rather than being him, if that makes sense. But I've been very lucky. I've had a great deal of really fascinating and ordinary characters to fall in love with and empathize with and play. So I guess the short answer, other than no, is maybe the last one I've played every time.